I think so. Okay, that's usually what I do. Okay. Okay, it's recording now. All right, perfect. All right, I'm gonna mute. Take it away. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the wonderful world of Instagram. I get excited about Instagram, and anytime I get to talk about it. So if I ask too many, go too fast, tell me to slow down. If you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask it while we're on that slide. This is a very, very quick overview of Instagram. I do have a series of 6 classes that I do, and this is the very first one, Are You on Instagram? And it just goes through the why and the how and all that jazz. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today's topics, we're going to go over the struggle for you guys, because obviously the struggle is real. We're going to go over the 3 dominating social media platforms, why Instagram. We're going to go through Instagram, how they're driving sales and driving action for their Instagrammers. And I am a huge fan of hashtags. One of the presentations is all on hashtags and how to utilize them to grow your account. If you are posting about today, I always say you guys need to have a tribe of hashtags. So today we can use Our World FL, that is their association hashtag, hashtag All My Sons, that's the lovely company I work for. I have a branding hashtag, my branding hashtag is hashtag Ninja Jinja. You guys, if you don't have a branding hashtag, definitely need to get one. Your team name or your brokerage name, and again, if you have a branding hashtag, throw that in there as well. You can, some accounts to follow today. At Our World is the association account. You have the All My Sons Moving account, and then at Jameson.Olson, that is my personal account. I'm always throwing up tips and tricks on there for real estate and business accounts in general. Obviously, Angela has an Instagram account as well for her business, so you can follow her as well.
Question.
Angela, what's your account real quick? Angela.
Yep. On Instagram, at the Title Pro.
Okay. Tina, did you say you had a question?
Yes, and believe me, this is like a little new for me. Well, it's very new. How do you brand a hashtag? What do you have to do?
A branding hashtag is very much you can't own a hashtag or anything along those lines. A branding hashtag is, people are not going to look for you on Instagram through that hashtag, but people will know you by that hashtag. So I was given hashtag Ninja Jinja by a real estate agent because they're like, you're like a ninja. You're everywhere. You're in Florida, you're in Texas, you're wherever you need to be at any time. And they're like, you can be in one place one day and the next day you're on social media somewhere else. So I started using it, and people know me by that hashtag. So I was in a wedding this past summer. Jared Lowe, the president of the association, he married Jessica Wittenbrink. And I was actually a bridesmaid in that wedding. And they didn't introduce me into the wedding reception as Jameson Olson. They introduced me as the Ninja Jinja. So people will know you by that hashtag. It's as easy as taking something that you love. For example, I do these presentations in person at different brokerages in the association. And I had a woman come up to me who's in Keller Williams in Boca East. She's like, I've taken your presentation, 2-3 times, and I'm having the most difficult time finding a branding hashtag. And I said, well, what do you like to do in your personal time? And she said, well, I like to every morning go to the beach, and I watch the sunrise. And she's like, I post a picture of the sunrise on my business account. Then I just want everyone to start their day off with a picture of the sunrise. And I said, hashtag Sunrise Realtor. And it stuck. And that is her branding hashtag now. And it goes with her account as well. So that's really what a branding hashtag is. You can't own a hashtag, but you definitely can dominate it by how often you use it. But that's really what a branding hashtag is. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for asking that question. That's what we're here for. So guys, the struggle is real. How many people do you have to talk to on a daily basis or tell your story to get one person to talk real estate with you, especially in this time and day and age? Well, NAR says that 70+ people a day. Now, we know that you guys are doing your cold calling and your floor time and things like that, but it's easier to do it than you think. If you are going out in public and you are to the gym, to the grocery store, to pump gas, walking your dog, it does not matter. You should always be branding yourself. Last month, I got I was wearing all my son's sweatshirt, and I was pumping gas, and I had the guy next to me say, "Hey, do you work for that company?" And he's like, "This is perfect because I need a mover and I see your trucks everywhere." So I gave him my card, and he called me, his wife called me the following week. Just from me pumping gas and wearing my shirt. If people don't know who you are, they're not going to actually come to you. So it's easier to start that conversation than you think. I always tell, whenever all my sons tries and hires somebody that they want me to train to do what I do on like just a networking level, we hired a girl, and I called her during the day and I said, "Well, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I'm actually just headed home from a meeting." It was probably like 1 p.m. She said, "I have heading home from a meeting. I'm just going to follow up some emails." I said, "You better turn around and find a luxury bar to sit at and post up at and put your computer on and do your work from that bar." Like, for example, Meisner Park, or City Place or downtown or something along those lines, because people are going to ear hustle. I get it all the time. When I'm in South Florida, I'll post up at one of those restaurants, either downtown Atlanta, on Atlantic in Delray, or Las Olas, or somewhere like that, and it never fails. Somebody hears one of my conversations that's interesting to them because they're ear hustling, and they ask me what I do, and I give them a business card, or I show them my Instagram account, or some way, shape, or form. So you guys need to be putting yourselves out there, even when you're not trying to. It's much easier said than done. But for those of you now, you have social media. Social media, you can share it. You don't have to tell your story over and over and over again. I know when I started with all my sons about 7 years ago, I was leaving the house at 7 a.m. I wasn't getting back until 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night sometimes, depending on what kind of networking I was doing. And for you guys don't know me very well, but Angela does. I love me some me, okay? But I was getting sick and tired of hearing myself speak. And Instagram especially is a way for people to jump in and out of your personal world and your professional world without you having to tell your story over and over again. It's a way for you to show the journey that you take yourself on, your clients, your business, and it's a way for them to see that and relate to you. If you guys follow my account, I show the journey that I take my movers take my customers on, that I'm on with the association, that I take my customers on as well. And the networking that I do. So it's super, super important that you guys are authentic with it. I like to say Instagram, it's an art and a science, and you guys are really gonna find out why. So there are 3 dominating social media platforms. You have, whoops, geez, man, it's coming off on me. You have Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I'm sure the majority of you have all 3. And I'm sure the majority of you post on one or push to the other, or have a third party that you schedule to post on all 3 of them. Well, I'm going to tell you why that's a double-edged sword. I want you to think of them as ABC, NBC, and CBS. When you literally post on one and you push to the other 2, or you have a third party post to all 3, it's literally like ABC, NBC, and CBS having the exact same TV shows. It doesn't work. Why? Because those stations have different audiences. I don't know what channel CBS is. I am not their clientele. But now they want you to have time management, right? So even when you post with a third party to all 3, it's a double-edged sword, because 1, the apps know that you're using a third party. So already you have an X against you, because you're going to rank lower organically, because they know that a machine's doing it and not a human. And 2, Facebook's audience is a much slower audience, right? You're going to have that older generation that's going to scroll, that may click a link, that are going to read a couple paragraphs, versus Instagram, where you have a very millennial, younger skewed generation where they're scrolling. It's called Instagram for a reason. They want the here, the now, right? And then you have LinkedIn. It's a very professional background. It's a professional platform. So I'm not saying you can't post the same content on all 3, but the context of each has to be different. I hear it all the time where people are like, I posted on this platform and I posted on this platform, but it's not getting as much engagement. It's not doing as well. Well, the audience is different on that platform. And let me give you an example of what I mean. I can bake cookies. No. I can't really bake cookies, but I can take a video, a 3-minute video of me baking cookies, and post it on Facebook and write something about it. Now it's going to stop and get people's attention because, one, I'm in a kitchen and not in a bar somewhere. So it's going to get people's attention. They're going to want to know what I'm doing. Now, I can't post that 3-minute video on my on my Instagram, because on my profile it only allows 60 seconds unless I upload it to IGTV. But it's going to cut it off at 60 seconds. Now I can use a separate app and speed it up, and so that 3 minutes fits into 60 seconds and post it, right? On LinkedIn, it's a professional platform. Yes, you can upload videos, but can I upload the video of me baking cookies, whether it's the 3-minute or whether it's the 30-second one? Can I upload it onto LinkedIn? Most people tell me, no, Jameson, you can't, because you're baking cookies, and that is a professional platform. But what if I did this? What if I posted it on my LinkedIn and I said, my team crushed it in the month of April during quarantine, exceeded my expectations. And if you know me and know anything about what I do, it is very hard to exceed my expectations, especially in business. So I'm baking these cookies to show my appreciation for my team. When we have our team meeting, I want them to go into May and I want them to crush their numbers again. I don't know about you guys or any one of you that has teams, but for a team to crush goals that are set for them, especially during a time of a pandemic, that's pretty impressive. And I'm baking these cookies to show my appreciation. Then it's appropriate. It's business driven. Do you see how the content's the same for all three, but the context needs to be a little bit different? I'll give you another example. Last year I was on LinkedIn and I was just scrolling and I saw a video posted by an attorney. And the video was of a mama raccoon walking across a roof with baby raccoons following. Not really a video you see posted on LinkedIn, especially not from an attorney. But what do you think the context of that video was? Leadership. And it worked. It got thousands of likes, thousands of comments, hundreds of shares, and it worked because it was outside of the box, but the context of the video he posted was in a professional context of leadership. So when you guys are posting on your social media platforms, I know everyone's beating it down into your heads. Just remember your audience for each one and know that the context is key. For me, what I like to do is when I'm managing social media accounts, I will post on Instagram and push it to their Facebook account. However, I will go back into the Facebook app when I have time and edit the post. So one, they recognize a human touched it, and now it's going to get more organic reach. But two, then I can write a little bit more of it. I can explain it a little bit more. I can tag people appropriately, so on and so forth. So when you guys are posting, just remember your audience and know that the context is key. Any questions on this slide?
Is there special wording that you should use as trigger words for this type of platform? Because I mean, in Facebook, you could write a story, but
right.
When it comes to this, you have to sort of like make it pop the first time.
Yep. So no, there's not specific keywords that are going to get people's attention. It's really what you write has to go with what you're putting out there. Not everything has to be business related, and we're going to go through that. However, what I will tell you is that the hashtags are going to be key for what you guys are doing. So we're not going to touch on hashtags today because that's a different beast, but hashtags are very, very important on social media, and a lot of people forget their hashtags.
Got it.
So social media for real estate. Well, here's how the numbers skew. This is a stat from NAR. 77% of real estate nationwide uses social media. 22% don't. 1% just don't know if they're using social media or not. 97% of them are on Facebook, 59% are on LinkedIn, and 39% are on Instagram. So those are how the numbers for real estate skewed, and these are numbers from 2018. They did not come out for 2019 yet, for clear reasons why. But we're going to go over some things about Instagram and why it's becoming quickly the #1 platform for real estate. So Inman News says, Instagram is the perfect social media platform for real estate. There's plenty of opportunity to make followers ogle over property photos, fall in love with listings through innovative IG stories, and get a sneak peek into your day-to-day business through IGTV. So why are only 39% of agents regularly using the platform? And the answer is realtors just don't know. Facebook is the OG of social media, and realtors have gotten so used to it and are comfortable for it. And Instagram's really, even though it's been around for a while, it's really in its infancy stages when it comes to business profiles. But it's quickly, for real estate, for people, for consumers, becoming the #1 outlet for real estate to buy and realtors to work with. So why Instagram? Well, it has a growing audience that daily brings in 4.2 billion likes worldwide. That's a lot. It has 1 billion active monthly users worldwide, and 112.5 million of them are right here in the United States. 500 million people use Instagram every day. And IG actually is 4 apps in one. They took the best of all of the platforms and put them into one. IG Stories, IGTV, IG Live, and your IG profile. And a stat that came out by Hootsuite said 62% of people became interested in a brand or product after seeing it in the stories. So if you're not using your IG stories, you're missing an entire audience. And let me show you what I mean by that. Right at the top, when you open up your Instagram account, you're going to see your feed or your homepage. Across the top are these colorful circles. Those are people that have posted stories. And let me show you what it can do for you. Back in January, when the Super Bowl was in town, I was at the airport and I took a photo and I posted it on my story and I posted it on my profile, the same content. I might have gotten like 50, 60, 70 likes on my profile from people seeing it in the feed or going to my profile. But a story disappears after 24 hours. And this is at the 23-hour mark. There were 448 people who saw my post in my stories. I know that there's not 448 people going to my profile every day, but just in one day there were, and it wasn't even done yet, at the 23-hour mark, it still had another hour, there were 448 people who saw my content. So the stories are huge for staying in front of people, not only when you have something to a listing or anything along those lines, but also when you need to just keep your brand in front of people to be top of mind. Lifestyle dominates the Instagram platform, and i.e. real estate falls into that platform. As of January 2020, women are 50.9% and men are 49%. And roughly, this is how the demographics break up. And this is changing monthly based on who has accounts and people's age, birthdays and things like that. But 18 to 29 are 67%, 30 to 49 are 47%, 50 to 64 are 23%, and 65 plus are 8%. Super important stat right here. Within 10 hours of Instagram, users receive 50% of their total engagement. That is super important because I fly between 2 markets, my Florida market and my Texas market monthly. And I could fly into Florida on a Sunday, post a picture of us having dinner with some realtors, and I might leave on Wednesday or Thursday. Well, it never fails. On Friday or Saturday, I'll get a text saying, "Hey, didn't know you were in town. Let's have drinks." And so they're seeing almost a week later my post from 6-7 days ago. That's no longer relevant. Instagram's not going to do that. Instagram's always going to keep your content relevant to the time frame you posted it. Nearly a fourth of social media influencers believe that Instagram is the top avenue for Instagram influencer marketing strategies. And IG drives the most engagement per post than any other media platform, and it's become the social media platform of choice for millennials. Nationwide, the first and second time home buyers are millennials. They are dominating that market. Millennials are on Instagram. So if you're not on this platform, you're really missing the boat for when they're looking to buy a home. So how is Instagram helping you drive sales? Well, Facebook owns Instagram, and last year Facebook IQ commissioned 2 studies. One was called Project Instagram, and the other was called Instagrammers on Brands. And this is what they discovered. People surveyed in the US said that Instagram helped them with the following. 83% of the people surveyed discovered new products or services. 80% researched products or services, and 81% decided to buy a product or service off of seeing it on the platform. That is a massive amount, and that is a greater amount than any other social media platform out there for a product or service. So with driving action, 87% total of the people surveyed said that they took action after seeing a product or service on Instagram. 79% searched for more information. 67% visited the brand's website or app. Whoa, where'd it go? 47% made a purchase online or offline. 35% visited a retail store. 33% followed the brand's account. And 32% started to talk about it. I am guilty of all of these percentage categories. When I was at the beginning of this, I started going and searching for other webinars to take on social media so that I could make sure that my webinars and my presentations had the most up-to-date information. And a lot of the times I wouldn't recognize some of the people that I saw that were doing the presenting. So where did I first go? I didn't Google their name. I didn't go to their website. I went to Instagram to see, and instinctively, without even thinking, went to Instagram to see what their profile looks like and to see if it was eye-appealing to me. And some of them, I didn't like what I saw. And so I just didn't take their webinar and I didn't pay for it. So what does this mean to you guys? Well, it is the first place clients instinctively expect to see you. And the questions are going to be, are you on Instagram? Because what is most appealing right now to people? It's what they see. It's the curb appeal that you give them, right? Whenever I'm out, it doesn't matter what level of networking I'm doing or where I'm at. It could be something that's just, you know, regular people networking. It could be something that is, you know, has to do with pro sports. It doesn't matter. One of the first questions I get are, what's your Instagram account? I don't get asked for my business card anymore. So you guys need to realize that Instagram is the new business card. You guys spend a lot of time creating that business card, but in reality, that Instagram account is going to be your new business card. And clients are searching for you on Instagram without you even trying, and they're judging your profile before even going to your website. So it has to be treated as a landing page, just like your websites are. Your Instagram needs to be a landing page for your customers and for your followers. And guys, Instagram's not going anywhere. It's going to be around for a long time, and it's going to be the #1 spot for business here shortly in the next couple of years. And this is a really important thing for you guys to remember. Instagram develops impactful intimacy with clients more deeply, quickly, affordably, and easily than any other social media platform. So I know a lot of people are new to the Instagram platform, especially during this time frame when I know a lot of brokers and bosses and companies are pushing, you know, getting more out there on the web. This is going to be the #1 spot for you guys. And when you learn how to do it, you're going to see that return on investment. But we have important advice from Bill Gates. He says, if your business is not on the internet, your business will be out of business. And social media is the #1 spot right now, quote unquote, for the internet. So that was a really quick overview of why Instagram, and if you guys don't have a business profile, that you need to have one. Because businesses are thriving through quarantine on Instagram. But I always end all of my webinars with the quarantini recipe of the day. Super excited for this one. One of my favorites, it's called a Limonade Spritzer. You're gonna get a 6-pack of Corona Light. You can get the cans or the bottles, doesn't matter to me. You're gonna do 1 12-ounce lemonade. You can find that, the little frozen cylinders in this frozen concentrated fruit section of your grocery store. You're gonna add 3 cups of Tito's and you're gonna mix and serve. It's super relaxing. It's a little bit dangerous because it's really great, but I hope you guys try it. If you guys have questions, here's my contact information. My Instagram, my Facebook, my email, and my cell phone number. Now, are there any questions that I can answer right off the bat? All righty then.
I have one question, Jameson.
Sure.
So, my name is Christine, by the way. I wanted to know if it is necessary for you to have a personal Instagram page as well as a business Instagram page, or can you just have a business Instagram page?
I recommend just having one. It's hard enough maintaining one, let alone two. And if you actually follow some of the Instagram influencer accounts that are in the real estate industry across the United States, they will give you the same advice. Have a business profile and incorporate your personal life into your business world, so people can see that you're a genuine person.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And just to add to that too, Christine, when you have a business profile and you actually create it, not just naming your business, but actually setting it up as a business profile, you have the ability to run ads from there if you ever want to do that in the future. You also get analytics. So if you have a personal, just a regular personal profile, you can't get the analytics. So that's essentially just seeing like how many people have seen certain things, you know, at what time. There's a whole back end to having a business, an actual business profile.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I did have a personal one and I switched it over to a business, to my business. So I'm good. Thanks.
Good.
Any other questions, ladies? And the thing is that Jameson has a 6-part series. Is it 6 parts? So if you guys want to keep going, we can get Jameson on here, and I'm sure she has lots of recordings as well. She does this all week long for the board and for her realtor, you know, brokerages. So yeah, thank you, Jameson. This is amazing. Oh,
Sure.
Go ahead, Milky.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. Okay, so creator versus business.
You're not a creator, you're a business.
So definitely not creator, because I know the music, for example, as a business, you cannot put music. As a creator, you're able to put music on post.
So are you talking about with your Instagram stories?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking?
Yes.
So it's weird. Not every account has the same stickers, right? So I have the Instagram music sticker for the stories are on both personal and professional accounts. It has nothing to do with creator versus business. So, but you are not a creator account, you're a business account.
Okay, and then there's people that mention not putting the phone number and like the on the like just you know how you write the place that you write. Some people say put phone number, and some people say no, because you could just press contact me, and obviously it connects to your phone. But I see a lot of like successful people that have Instagram accounts, and they have the phone number there.
In their bio?
Yes.
Or in the contacts option?
Bio.
I recommend not putting your phone number in the bio, because your bio is essentially your first impression. And having a phone number in there, nobody cares about. You're wasting space. You need to have your contact information where it's supposed to be on Instagram, which is the contact button. So I would recommend not doing that into your business profile, just because you're wasting space. You have much more to say there to get people to engage with you.
And Milk is just to add to the where you should put the phone number. If you put it in the bio, they can't click on it, right? So if you put it where it's supposed to be, which is in the contact information, a button will come up.
I haven't both, but like some people, you know, I don't know. I've heard, you know, actually customers saying, "Oh, I couldn't find your phone," or I'm like, "Contact me," but you know, I guess everybody's different.
So if you do the contact options, I only like one way to contact me, either via email or phone number when I run a business account. If you do your phone number and you take away the email portion of it, if you only have one way to contact you, that contact button will just turn into what your information is. So if you just want text or call, it'll say text or call if you only have one option for them to contact you. But if you have multiple ways, it's going to say contact, and they're going to have to hit the contact button.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome, Jameson. This is so helpful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, good, good. Stop screenshot. Yes, do you want to do that?
Can I
Did I
ask
give it back to you? You have the,
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. I have it back. I have it back.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you guys showing up on a Tuesday after a holiday weekend. This recording will be up for you guys to replay shortly. And I appreciate you, Jameson. I appreciate all that you do and how quickly we have kind of collaborated. And if you guys have any questions, just post them in the group. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Jameson. We are here for you guys. And have an amazing Tuesday, ladies.
You do the
Thank you.
same.
You too.
Thanks again.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.